Dude, how do you play this game? You bought this shit for us.
All it is we are being assholes and we're in a court. That's it. Wow, thanks me, who may or may not have been tipsy while recording this video, for that amazing explanation that actually isn't too far off. However, since this game is still quite new, allow me to explain just a little bit more on how this works. This is guilty as sock, which is quite literally an excuse to bully your friends in court, packed up into a video game. There are three main roles: the judge, the prosecutor, and the defense. There are a few other miscellaneous roles, such as the witness, which I'm playing in this clip, but that's about all you'll really see from me because I don't have many friends. However, when in the courtroom, the prosecutor presents a made-up claim about what the defendant did, no matter how outrageous, and begins presenting evidence of this claim using randomly generated cards. Meanwhile, the defense presents evidence against this claim to defend this sickly-looking fucker from being locked up in the slammer for all eternity. Probably. These two friends battle back and forth using nothing but their own improv skills, and the judge ultimately decides the winner based on whatever metric they want. That definitely doesn't cover everything with this game, but I'm too lazy to keep going with this voiceover since it's already 3 in the morning. So enjoy!
I'm smoking my stogie. I got my hat on. I'm gonna get you out of this.
Greg Make is accused of fabricating votes for the 2020 United States presidential election. Okay. I'm glad we went into this with no context. This is actually the perfect way to do it. I'm just gonna keep drinking beer until you guys give me something.
Shut up, Judge. Alright, my man's innocent.
Why is your audio so much worse when you're doing game chat?
Yeah, the AV mic's so bad.
I think it defaulted to you. Wait, is my mic bad too, or am I good?
Nah, yours is fine.
Oh, okay. Necros is accused of attempting to infiltrate Azerbaijani airspace. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, he is not properly prepared for this.
Defense, please. Oh, let me see this evidence. Okay, a disturbing email.
Not a bailiff.
All right, please tell me about this email.
Well, it's just as described, disturbing, very ugly. It's an email that he's sending to his boss. He works at Floss Cross. Necross works at Floss Cross.
Floss Cross, okay.
He's emailing his boss that he's attempting to infiltrate Azerbaijani airspace. And it's just ridiculous. We just need to put this guy away.
Okay. Defense, please. Your rebuttal.
Listen, this man's never been to that shithole of a country. Alright? He's never been in the airspace. He's never done any... I'll say this. You know what he is innocent of? You just bullet against him. They fired at him in the plane. He wasn't even close. This is bullshit.
So
overreacted, just like that jetliner over Russia, and they blew it up. And he was at a private trip on his private jet.
Basis of your objection, prosecutor.
The defense is a dumbass. There's a dumbass.
You're a dumbass.
Okay, sustained.
As a judge and
Yeah, shut up, witness.
What the fuck? Okay, defense. Okay, I think the defense has had enough time. Anyways, prosecution, what do you have to say about whatever the fuck the defense just said?
Well, he was saying that there was like a gun drawn at him, like
he was fired
in an eclipse.
Okay.
I don't even know what you're saying.
I don't know either.
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. You need to calm down, dude. Hey, listen, no more of that in my court. No more of that in my court, okay? We're gonna be civil about this. Shut the fuck up. This is so fucking stupid. Alright, anyways, let's get back on track. Prosecution, may I ask, is there any more evidence to present against the defense today? Plane ticket. Tell me about this plane ticket.
Well, this was a plane that was bound for Russia.
Okay.
From Georgia to Russia, in the Donbass region, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, that's out of the place.
All right, prosecution. What about this plane ticket? Please get to the point.
Fuck you.
Don't be bagging shit in my court.
How
Hey,
could the-
no expletives in my court. Oh my god, I need to get drunker for
This
this.
plane ticket places him in the scene of the crime of this hijacked plane, which was not supposed to go over Azerbaijani airspace, but ended up being hijacked
Okay.
and flown over.
All right, and you're saying that Necros, who was on this plane that was
Yes.
not supposed to go over Azerbaijani airspace, was the plane that he used to attempt to infiltrate Azerbaijani airspace. Is that correct?
Yes, it places him directly at the scene of the crime, Your Honor.
Okay. Understood. Defense, what do you have to say about that?
You know, this is there was a secret meeting to discuss this plane ticket.
Emergency meeting.
It was a gift from his prince friend. He was going to help a small village of children that were just attacked by Joseph Kony.
Okay.
And they were going to be...
Yes.
It's just looking good for me, man. Fuck.
Is it-
I like to call my first witness.
Oh, okay. You're calling your How do I... Okay, there's the witness. Oh,
Yo,
it's
what's up?
Cam. Okay. All right, witness, what do you have to say?
So basically, I work in Baku, in Azerbaijan. I am an air traffic controller at Haydar Aliyev International Airport.
Okay.
My license is submitted as evidence, so you can fuck off, bro.
It's okay. I have the defense. You
Change
continue.
that.
A passenger ticket was commandeered and turned off their radar and connection to air traffic control upon passing the Azerbaijani border in airspace, and thus the
That's
Air
right.
Force was dispatched to deal with the plane, and they
Right.
fired at it with conventional weaponry because our Air Force is pretty dog shit. So that's why they just fired with handguns, and hence the bullet casing. We tried to deal with that threat, and then the bastard got away. So that's why we charging his ass.
Wow, that is the most convincing case I have heard all day. I appreciate it. Okay, Mr. Defense, if you would like to call a witness, please ask so. Okay.
You were there at the air traffic control tower. You saw that this plane did not enter Azerbaijani airspace. Well, it did get close. They fired at it with their shitty military. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
So what am I supposed to be? I'm a policeman at the air traffic control tower. I don't even know what goes on in that tower. I don't have clearance.
You're the police officer investigating the case.
Oh, okay. The Air Force was dispatched to deal with the threat, and they came back empty-handed, and we just found
Right.
some spent casings, and I don't really know what they had to
Right.
deal with that day.
But
So
how
I
did they
can't say for
identify this
sure.
aircraft?
Bro, I am
You're saying they don't have no-
Please allow
can't
the
say for
witness to
sure.
finish.
That it has anything to do with our dear Mr. Necros, as they could have been fired at anything. You know, Azerbaijan, they tend to slip up.
Wow, that's disrespectful.
They tend to pick up clouds. They tend to pick up clouds on their radar. And
Exactly.
they
So
dispatch
if they're
planes to
picking
shoot
up
'em.
all this stuff, firing at a random aircraft is something that happens a lot, I assume, right?
It happens all the fucking time in that shithole.
All the
country.
fucking time. my boy right here says on his mama that he did not go into the airspace. And I mean, there's nothing better than that.
Okay, please allow me to ask the defendant. Defendant, please look at me. Get him to look at me. Did you swear on your mama that you did not enter Azerbaijani airspace? Pretty convincing look. All right, I appreciate your time with your witness. Is there anything else that you would like to present? If you'd like to present
Yes,
some evidence?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right. Let's see your evidence.
The prosecutor, when we went through his house, and we found
What is
something
what?
of great fear. That
Okay.
really just invalidates everything about him as a person. A worn-out plushie.
Oh.
Now, listen. This is a bear that was underneath his bed.
Okay.
There's a hole cut out in the bottom half.
Okay,
you all know where this is going.
may I ask you, what was
Yes.
the approximate diameter of the hole cut into the used plushie?
It was like a Gatorade bottle, but then it was like a Gatorade bottle. And
Oh.
we can't trust a guy that does that to a teddy bear.
I can't legally say if I agree or not, but I understand. Okay, enjoy your slumber. Anyways, prosecution. What else do you have to add? Would you like to present evidence?
Well, my name was mentioned.
Okay.
And if you want to know what that worn out plushie was, is I was fucking the teddy bear. I was I was naked. I was erect. I was sweaty. I fucked.
You know what? I respect that. I respect that, prosecutor. Now, would you like to add anything about the case?
I had to defend my name.
I understand, sir. I understand.
You just confirmed everything I said. We're not gonna trust a man that fucks teddy bears.
Okay.
Well, you're not gonna trust a man that has a fake passport either. Getting back on topic, I'm sorry to derail this whole thing.
No problem. You know what? I'm going to reject that evidence of the worn out plushie. You've admitted to it. I understand. It's your personal hobbies. Continue with the case. That was irrelevant.
Necross after he emailed his boss at CrossFloss, he had a fake passport that bared the name Shit Toss. It was Shit Toss.
Okay.
And it had this. It was the same photo, same birth date even, as the defendant here today. Now, this is damning evidence for someone who would want to hijack a plane and fly it over the country of Azerbaijan.
Defense. Anything in response?
The defense is asleep. He's taking a little snooze.
He was taking a snooze.
I was just taking a nap because that evidence was so boring and so shitty. The only thing that he is accused of is being a gamer. And we all know the most objectified people are gamers.
Okay, defense. I appreciate your time. Wow. I didn't know you were a gamer, Necross. I apologize for everything I've said to you. I think I'm about ready to close this out. Defense, I'm going to be very transparent about how I feel. The prosecution has completely fucking diddly dick slapped you. So, unless you can come out with an extremely good closing argument for your defendant, I am definitely confiding with the prosecution. So please, give me your best defense.
I can't slip the game until you make it my turn.
Oh, wait, sorry. That's right. You gotta do that. Oh, wait, that's the witness. Oh, okay. Your witness is gonna finish this off for you. All right. Cam, give everything you can for the defense.
Who am I this time?
You're the police officer. You're for the defense. You're the witness.
Nah, let's not Mink choose. This could be the turning point of the case. Mink, do you have anything in your mind of who I could be?
You're his mama, alright?
Hey, you want to tell you? I mean, you smile me? Yeah, you know, about me doing it.
Yeah, I know what you talking about.
I think that's enough. I think I've made my decision, and that is,
Nerd to fly.
Yeah.
That's right. It's true.
Fuck you, Necross. Okay.
Court is in session.
Okay, Bobby Finger is accused of planting a bomb in a hospital. All right. You got this.
I will let the prosecution begin with its opening remarks.
This man obviously doesn't own a car, okay? The way he got there to the hospital to plant the bomb is in a rental car. We had the receipts from Enterprise. He rented a 2012 gray Nissan Altima. He cut out the traffic to the hospital, planted the bomb, blew up. Not only did he plant the bomb, it was in the ICU. So after it blew up, there was no hospital around to take these people to. 10,000 people died.
I will also make note for the court that there is a high conflict of interest because Bobby Finger is my biological brother. So
Okay, Your Honor, I would like to start saying that it is absolutely blasphemous about the claim that my client used Enterprise to rent a car. You know he is your biological brother. He uses Hertz. And you also know he would never be driving a Nissan Altima of any capacity.
I know him too well.
But the evidence to prove it is this broken contract from Hertz, not Enterprise, where my client rented a car for a weekend trip but canceled because his wife ended up in the hospital because of syphilis.
That's right.
You would know about that. Yeah. That's your sister-in-law, correct, Your Honor?
That's right.
Yeah. And so.
You know
yeah, I see him every Yom Kippur.
That is all I have to say about that claim, Your Honor.
You know what? I'm ready to make my verdict already, but I will let the prosecution out of pure generosity.
Alright, we've already said there's a conflict of interest with him being your brother here. Which is, it's rough, but on his way to the hospital to plant this bomb that he rented with Enterprise, I have a witness. Let's call him up here, my truck driver friend.
Witness?
So, I was just stopping at the hospital. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I get bad IBS. You know how it gets.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was just one of those days where I had a hemorrhoid, and
oh shit.
That motherfucker started screaming. This guy pulls up in his fucking 2012 gray Nissan Altima. He fucking runs in that bitch with a backpack. He runs straight in the fucking ICU. He runs straight past me. I was in the ER waiting room. I was fucking bleeding out my fucking ass. He just sprints past me with the backpack. He kept sprinting back without the backpack. Everyone's fucking screaming. And then boom! I don't really remember after that. I was off a bender.
Do you have any comments about the witness's credibility?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. The witness was clearly in the hospital for a case of IBS, in which case he was most likely on a lot of laxatives, along with plenty of other medications. On top, he was just off of a bender. So can we really trust everything he claims to have seen?
IBS, so.
Your Honor, if you will allow me to speak. Your Honor, if you'll allow me to speak. Either way, considering the witness's demeanor in today's court, it is clear that he is not completely well, and we cannot take care. We can't take into consideration everything he says is 100% truth without evidence.
Right. And I should say also to the court that everything the defense says is true, and everything that the prosecutor says is just ridiculous. Okay.
I'd like to present a piece of evidence, Your Honor, if you don't mind.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
I'm your witness now.
Yes, I know. Hold on. I will tie this in. Your Honor, I would like to mention that during the evening of the crime in consideration, there was a global malware issue with all rental car systems. And to back this up, I have the CEO of Enterprise here to explain what had happened that night and give us a little bit of context as to why my client didn't even use Enterprise, but also couldn't have because of the malware.
Hello, I'm Abraham Goldberg. I am the CEO of Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Actually, I'm just the CEO of the location in Denver that he rented his vehicle from. Right. The vehicle that he rented was actually a 2024 Mercedes-Benz CLS, and not the previously aforementioned Roki, whatever it was called. And he rented it at around 4 p.m. and he was only able to pay in cash. We didn't ask him for his ID because the computer, we couldn't log it in because there was global malware. You know what they say. And yeah, he took the car. And then he returned about 3 or 4 hours later with like 50 hot babes, and we just brought him out back.
Oh,
you know
damn!
What I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, you know how your biological brother is, Your Honor. He's always been like that.
Yeah,
he could never be touching a Nissan Altima with all that.
He's also good with the ladies, by finger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And with the men, I had to bring him aside later on. You know.
Yeah. Shut up. Any comments from the prosecution?
This encrypted USB key will show you everything that's on it is the truth. So while yes, you have major bias in this case, on this drive is all of his porn. And it's really great stuff.
Oh my goodness.
This guy needs to be locked up because he's a monster. I mean, it's disgusting. Who has 5 copies of 2 Girls, 1 Cup? That's disgusting. This man belongs behind in jail. He had 1 man, 1 jar, videos 1 through 7.
Prosecution, I will not let you disparage the good name of the defense.
Bobby Finger needs to be in jail.
Well, I think we should go to the defense on this one.
Your Honor, I would like to say, first of all, that any claims about my client's interests, whether pornographic in nature or not, have nothing to do with the incident that has happened tonight. However, I do have a piece of evidence that does have to do with the piece of evidence tonight, which is this medical file. And that, yes, Your Honor, your brother was, in fact, in the hospital on the night of the incident, but not because he was planting a bomb, but rather he had an extreme hemorrhoid. And that had happened because he had been surrounded by so many bitches that the friction caused the hemorrhoid. And he was in the hospital.
Sex in front of my... I just want to bleach my ears after hearing all that. I'm properly shocked.
Do you want to fabricate any more evidence, prosecution?
Yes. The disposable cell phone he used to blow up a bomb.
Disposable 3312? What does that even mean?
This is the cell phone that was used that has DNA evidence. Put some there on his GPS tracker. In his bank records, again, all of his fucking porn. It's disgusting. And he belongs to it behind bars, as well as honestly the witness. After what I just heard, throw him in jail too, Your Honor.
Defense, could you make an objection?
What
Just
should I?
Objection.
I
Say
object.
Say objection.
I objection, Your Honor.
It's sustained. Okay. Defense, would you like to comment?
Your Honor, I honestly don't have much more to say. I think the outcome of this case is clear. You know, in case you do need any more evidence. Okay, hold on. I'd like to give some context. We scoped the records of all available rental cars from Enterprise the day of the incident during the time that my defendant would have allegedly rented this car.
Bobby Finger.
And the only Nissan Altima that we could find in their records had a flat tire. So that could not have been the car that he was driving to the hospital. And with this, I rest my case, Your Honor.
Prosecution, you have 10 seconds to make any closing remarks.
Disturbing email, okay? This thing is full of hate comments, racist remarks, and it has a picture of you in a not flattering outfit.
That's the verdict. The man deserves a second chance. I think the defense is probably the best performance I've seen by a defense in my entire career. And he will be let free.
Let's fucking go! Bitch!
Yeah, that was great.
Hey. Hi there. Why the fuck am I so goddamn awkward? Look, this video was supposed to go on for a bit longer. I had recorded an extra round that I was planning on including in the video, but after some review in post, I realized it was a bit too explicit and also would probably go over your guys' heads because it was only really funny to us in the moment. Looking back on it, probably wasn't that funny. And since I didn't really know how to end the video, I decided this would be a good chance to get on camera and talk about some things I'm excited for regarding this channel in the up and coming months. First of all, I'd like to say sorry that this video took so long to come out. It's been a whirlpool of bullshit going on between setting up this new apartment, applying to a bunch of jobs, setting up interviews. I also had to get a new editing software, specifically because the editing software I was using up until now was on a student subscription. So I had to switch my editing software, and things are still a little bit awkward, so I apologize if this video was a bit weird and maybe not as smooth as some of my other videos are. More importantly, I'm starting to get a bit more excited for the future of this channel. I'm starting to figure out a bit more of a consistent schedule for myself, and in doing so, I'm finding more ways to create time for this channel, for making videos, for editing, and now for potentially streaming. And I'm excited to announce that I got myself something to help myself stream as well. And that's this bad boy. This is an Elgato capture card. It allows you to capture videos or live videos of your games that you're playing on other devices, such as an Xbox or a Switch. If you know me, you know that I'm a console gamer at heart. I've always been that way, and I feel like I'd be most comfortable doing a live stream for several hours with other people watching me play a game on a game I'm comfortable with and on an environment that I'm comfortable with. That's why I thought it would be a great idea to finally get that capture card so I can start streaming myself playing games on the Xbox and on the Switch and get used to those kinds of things until I eventually delve into PC streams. I'm also especially excited for this because I really have been wanting to stream Elden Ring for a long time. I haven't really mentioned this, but I love Elden Ring. I've been playing a lot of it off camera recently for the past half a year now. I've almost beaten the game, but it's just my first playthrough. I've still got a little bit of ways to go. But I thought it would be fun to do a second whole new playthrough on stream for you guys to watch. That's not the only thing I have in mind. You know, other future games that are coming out with the Xbox and the Switch that I can play solo or with my friends are all on the table, in addition to some past games that I haven't really played before that are absolute classics that I feel like would be very easily streamable. Now, streaming isn't going to happen immediately. I'm going to need a bit of time to do my research and kind of get a sense of how streaming works and what platform I should use, how to set up my account and the graphics and all that stuff. But once that's all up to my standards, we're going to plan a setup stream as my first true stream. And I'm going to invite all my friends to come join in the chat so they can help guide me and make sure that everything is running smoothly, in addition to just give me overall feedback once the stream's over. Of course, you guys are more than welcome to join that. And when I have a date for that, I'll be posting a video on this channel giving you a date and time as to when this stream might be happening. I can't promise that that setup stream is going to be the most entertaining, since I'm mainly just going to be making sure that everything's working right, but hopefully after that we can hit the ground running and really start doing some real fun streams. As for my actual channel here, I'm still going to be uploading some videos that I have planned. I still have a few videos to edit and upload. I'll be continuing Schedule 1 a bit longer, even though it's kind of more relevant now. I also plan on uploading the VODs of my streams to this YouTube channel as well, into a playlist or something. I know that other people do it on a different channel, but that's really not in the cards for me right now, so they're just gonna go up on this channel, at least for now. I'm also playing with the idea of doing some stream highlights that I can edit, but honestly, that's a lot of editing for me, so we're gonna see how that works. But for now, this is where I'm gonna leave off. Thank you. Thank you. What the fuck is wrong with me, dude? That's really all I have to say, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.